Hello, my name is Joe Carr and I'm going to read you a story called Alex and Rosie Explore Suffolk's Heritage by David and Farada Blakesley. Alex and Rosie Explore Suffolk's Heritage. Alex and Rosie enjoy visiting heritage places. This is a story about their favourite places in Suffolk. Museum of East Anglian Life. Alex and Rosie learnt about rural life in the past. Alex was excited to see a traction engine. Rosie enjoyed exploring the Victorian kitchen garden. Apples and pears were grown for the manor house. Mid-Suffolk Light Railway. Brockford Station is in the countryside. Alex and Rosie were excited to ride on a steam train. There were old milk churns on the platform. These used to carry milk from farms to local dairies. East Anglia Transport Museum. Alex and Rosie were excited to visit the museum. They enjoyed a ride on the tram. Later, they had a ride on the trolley bus. The trolley bus and the tram are powered by electricity. Lavenham. Lavenham is an historic wall town in Suffolk. It has many medieval timber-framed houses. Alex and Rosie followed the Crooked Houses Trail. They saw many colourful old houses. Abbey Gardens. The walls of the Abbey ruins had a rough texture. Alex and Rosie enjoyed playing hide and seek. Later, they walked around the Pilgrim Herb Garden. The monks grew medicinal plants in the garden. West Stowe. Alex and Rosie walked round the country park. They discovered a wooden dragon on the Beowulf Trail. Alex and Rosie loved the Anglo-Saxon village. They explored the different types of wooden houses. Dunwich. Alex and Rosie visited the museum with their friend. Outside the museum was a huge anchor. Later, they walk to the ruins of the Grey Friars Monastery. The monastery was once part of the old village. Southwell Museum. A long time ago, rhinoceros lived in Suffolk. The museum has a fossil rhinoceros bone you can touch. Mammoths also lived in Suffolk a long time ago. The museum has a fossil mammoth tooth to touch. Leiston Abbey. The ruins of the abbey are in the Suffolk countryside. It is a peaceful place with the sound of birds singing. Alex and Rosie enjoyed a delicious picnic. They sat next to the ruins of the abbey. The Red House. The Red House was the home to composer Benjamin Britten. Alex and Rosie walked around the Red House and gardens. Benjamin wrote an opera for children about Noah's Ark. Children can wear headdresses used in the performance. Aldborough. Aldborough was once a remote fishing village. Old wooden fishing boats have been painted and restored. There is also a large sculpture of a scallop on the beach. The sculpture is a memorial to the composer Benjamin Britten. Sutton Hoo. Alex and Rosie visited the museum first. They enjoyed dressing up in Anglo-Saxon clothes. Later, they walked to the Anglo-Saxon burial mounds. This is where archaeologists found a buried ship. Tide Mill Living Museum. The Tide Mill is a very interesting place to visit. The power of the tide turns the water wheels. Alex and Rosie saw the tide mill working. Millstones grind grain to produce flour. Suffolk Punch Trust. The Suffolk Punch is a large working horse. The horses were used on Suffolk farms before tractors. There are other rare farm animals on the farm. Alex and Rosie saw a flock of Suffolk sheep. Orford Castle. Orford Castle is more than 800 years old. Alex and Rosie visited the keep, now a museum. It was exciting to climb the spiral stone staircases and explore the narrow passages in the castle walls. Flatford. John Constable was a famous 19th century artist. Willie Lott's cottage was in his painting The Hay Wain. Alex and Rosie's family hired a rowing boat. They explored the countryside from the river. I hope that you enjoyed that story. See you again soon.